Oh, this one's interesting.
The Green Bay Packers are reportedly interested in Anthony Richardson. How does that fit in Jordan Love's timeline and the Packers' timeline?
Okay, so by my facial expression, you can tell I'm skeptical, right? Fair enough. And the most one is a backup. The F are you on? Okay, here's my thing. Hello, exactly. I'm not even sure how that could be a serious question. Okay, apparently I'm just a clown, right? Y'all are so smart. You guys are just the smartest people in the world. Here's my question. Why on earth would you just have Anthony Richardson just as a backup? Why would you ever trade for Anthony Richardson just for him to be a backup and not develop him into a star quarterback? Do you really want one of the most raw, talented quarterbacks we've seen in the past 5 years as your reliable backup guy? Is that what you want? Because I'm pretty sure you don't want that. Pretty sure you want a guy who can come in at any point and win you a couple games and keep the season alive when you have someone like Jordan Love who's shown a lot of potential and gets hurt quite a bit. Pretty sure you don't want the guy who's been benched as a top 5 overall pick as your reliable backup quarterback, but okay. Like how Jay Kaner is replacing Matt Mahomes because they signed him. Timeline, he's a backup, end of discussion. Again, what are we talking about? Am I really that stupid? I must be that stupid. If only there was another example of the Packers doing this within the last 2 years. Again, oh my gosh, it's like I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I thought Aaron Rodgers was in his late 30s when that happened. Mid to late 30s when that happened. I'm sorry. How old is Jordan Love? 27. Because that's what you're going to do with your 27-year-old quarterback. Develop a guy for 10 years. Yep. Look what they did with Willis. Got him for a 7th and turned him into a starter. I see that you are a Vikings creator, so we know where the bias is. Didn't think, again, just a question. I get my face, but it still doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter if I'm not a Vikings creator. I'm a Vikings fan who also happens to create content. I don't just make Vikings content. But okay. I'm just an idiot. Glad. Player swap. Dustin, my man, or can Richardson be better than Love if coached right? He's had a few years and barely 24. Yeah. I mean, I guess. I don't disagree with that, but also at the same time, Jordan Love is 27. Now, if you want to say monster baby, what he said, they know Jordan isn't the guy, cool. He'll be the new Malik Willis, easily. Love is a starter and Richardson is the backup. They'd trade more than a 6 for him, just a backup. I don't disagree. Jordan, okay, RJM, it's like, you'll find this out if you ever do content. When did I ever say he was threatened by him? When did I ever say that? Again, we'll watch it one more time. And then I'm going to get off my soapbox.
The Green Bay Packers are reportedly interested in Anthony Richardson. How does that fit in Jordan Love's timeline and the Packers' timeline?
All I'm asking is, they're interested in a 24-year-old quarterback prospect while they have a 27-year-old quarterback. Why would they do that? Did I ever say that he's threatened by him? No, I didn't. But okay, whatever. Timeline. So you got half the people saying, timeline, what are you talking about? He's a backup, which is just not true. You don't get Anthony Richardson as a pure backup. You get him as a developmental project. For the same way you got Jordan Love. But the difference is that Jordan Love is 27. He's not 37. I never said he was threatened by him. Timeline is him being a forever backup. That's how you know it's just people who are like just feel so threatened about Jordan Love. They feel so threatened. That's the point that I'm making. And again, like you literally can't even ask a question without people just doing that. It's crazy. Why? Okay, I'm sorry. Was Jay Kaner a top 5 overall pick was Anthony Richardson. When was he taken? I'm pretty sure he was taken number 4. Was he not? Was he not? Pick taken. What pick was Anthony Richardson taken at? Number 4 overall. I'm sorry. Jake Haener. When was he taken? 4th round by the Saints. Okay, yeah. Exactly. And I wouldn't say that Justin Fields is a threat to Patrick Mahomes either. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? What I'm finding about this is that Packers fans are just incredibly insecure about their quarterback. Like, incredibly insecure about their quarterback. That's what I found. Now, this is one. Never said he was threatened by him. Anthony Richardson is not just a backup, right? If they want to develop him to... No team wants to trade for a player and then develop him to trade him again. The odds on that are not high. The NFL does not do that. They're not going to... Okay. When do they do that? And did they... I'm sorry. Malik Willis trade. Was he traded? Acquired. Okay, they're going to get a comp pick for him. Right? I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. They're going to get a comp pick for him. They're not trading Anthony Richardson. It's so rare that that happens. And granted, yes, the Packers can do that. They've shown that they can do that. But whatever. I'm just crazy. I'm crazy. Starting this series off correctly. Telling Packers fans that they're insecure. Because they are.